Becoming a sumo wrestler. Not everyone aspires to be an enormous Japanese athlete, but some of the skills and traits and attributes these skillful, nimble, yet significantly large characters possess could enable you to progress further in life. We're not saying that you need to eat huge amounts of food, wear an enormous tight fitting nappy, and throw enormous amounts of salt around. But some of the practices these guys adopt help you go far. The first one is to adopt some sort of constant routine. Sumo wrestlers don't go off doing one thing, go out boozing one night, try and get by on 2 hours sleep. They have a consistent routine that enables them to be agile, nimble, and wrestle pretty well. The next step is to have goal setting in mind and reflect on these goals. If you're trying to wrestle some absolute behemoth and you only weigh about 40 kilos, your chances of victory are probably going to be very slim. But if you build it up and you set your goals and you challenge people who are better than you, you're going to progress and do better in life. The next step is to be mindful. Be aware that sometimes you're not as strong, not as fit, you're not as full of energy as you might need to be. And it's important to bear this in mind. And this is what sumo wrestlers do all the time. And they condition themselves to make sure that they're better in the next sumo wrestling match. The fourth point is to learn and adapt. Some people don't realize it, but sumo wrestling is a very skillful and technical pursuit. You've got to learn, adapt, and work to your strengths and use your weight to your advantage. If you're able to do this, you can focus and apply yourself just like an enormous sumo wrestler. And the final point is community. Sumo wrestlers are well known for working in communities within the facility where they do their wrestling. They work as a team, even though it's an individual sport. They learn from each other and they adapt and improve. So, to go over those 5 sumo wrestling points again, be consistent in your routine, set yourself some decent goals, be mindful in your practice, learn and adapt, and be amongst people in a decent community. And you one day might be a sumo wrestler, or at least have a sumo wrestler's mindset.